Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Astrology Podcast. It is the podcast offering you an easy way to learn astrology from scratch. 10 Minutes Astrology. I'm a beginner. You don't need to know anything about astrology. I'm Robert Chang. I'm a professional astrologer and the co-founder of Academy of Astrology.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alejo Lopez. I'm a psychologist and also I'm a tutor at the Faculty of Astrological Studies.
So before we start, I have some event announced to make. On the 12th of March, we have invited Dr. Lehman to talk about the astrology of a body, mind, spirit. If you are interested in the area about the health and the astrology, how our chart can show us our body, our mind, and how to improve our everyday life health with astrology, I think you will not miss this webinar. I will post the link below, so if you're interested, you can enroll in this course, this webinar. Also, on the Friday, this is our things. It is the 18th of March on 8 p.m. UK time. Hey, Alejo, what are we going to do?
We're going to practice. We're going to start practicing doing the balance, the element balance. So far, we've been looking at the elements, the 4 different elements. So we're going to see, okay, what is that astrologers do when they first meet the chart? Most of us, what we do is the element balance. So we're going to work on that.
That is so important because for the last 4 weeks, we learned all the sign group by element. Now we're going to look into our chart, how many planets in certain element and what does that mean, and the most easy way to practice that in our life. So don't miss it on the Friday, 18th March, 8 p.m. UK time, our Astro Nightlife podcast. Okay, so as we say, last 4 weeks, we are talking about element. Now we're going to focus on another way to group the sign because the element is not the only way to group 12 signs together. We have another way, we call it mode or quality. And then each quality or each mode, we have a 4 sign on the zodiac group together. So they are cardinal sign, they are fixed sign, and they are mutable sign. And so they all do in a different way in our chart. So today we're going to focus on cardinal sign. So they are the Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. So Alejo, what does this cardinal sign mean in the astrology?
Okay, so cardinality in astrology, it means, I would say, beginning of something. If we think about these signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn, they happen at the beginning of a season. So if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, Aries is happening at the beginning of spring, Cancer is happening at the beginning of summer, Libra is happening at the beginning of autumn, and Capricorn is happening at the beginning of winter. Now, I'm not saying that the signs are related exactly to the seasons, but the spirit of the cardinality, the idea that something is beginning at that moment and it's kind of being expressed as much as it can. So the idea of cardinality is that these 4 signs will initiate something, will try to be pioneers in whatever field they take care about. So Aries is about the self, so it's going to pioneer ways of action, ways of being yourself. Libra will express that quality in the field of relationships, Cancer probably in the field of home and family, and Capricorn in the field of career and work. And the idea is this, that there's something that's starting up, the idea of accepting challenges, of starting something, trying to reach a goal, starting the path in order to reach the goal. The initiation of action, I would say.
So what I really like, one way to understand it, like this kind of mode and quality things, is my tutor, Sue Tompkins, when she teaches us, and she used a very simple way. She always like to say, understand mode is like how they cross a busy road. Suppose you are in a very busy crossroad. So all the cars come in and out, in and out, in and out. So this group suggest 3 different ways to deal with this situation. The cardinal is like they are doer and they are very, very direct. So what they do is, I don't care. I don't care about how busy you are. I want to cross road they just go close. Doesn't care about
Yeah, I
traffic
agree.
light, doesn't care about traffic light, doesn't care about how many cars, doesn't care about something. They just,
Yeah.
I'm going to close. The other two group, they have other minds. But this one is,
Yeah.
I want to do this and I'm going to do this, which is a very energized, very energetic, is kind of very, you know, they're very active. And usually I think it is very interesting. They are focused on like a here and now, or right here, right now.
Yes.
Also, so they are also quite kind of not afraid about challenge and crisis. They're born in that way. They're born in that way. They can deal with it because with that mind, it's like I want to do this, and no matter what happened, I'm going to do it. And this is really interesting. So also we can.
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry. I think the backdrop of that is that such an initiating energy, this ability to start things and to burst things up, to kind of begin things. Sometimes it's hard for cardinal signs to keep up with that. So they're very good at starting things, probably, but when things get established, they get a bit boring for them because they like the beginnings. You know, they like the adrenaline, the thrive of beginnings.
Yes, exactly. So another things we can do today, as we already know element, so we can play with it. We can put like we know each sign, like at least the Aries, Cancer, and Libra and Capricorn. We know their element and quality, so we can put it together. So we can use example. I will start with Aries, and how about you start with Cancer? So for me, the Aries is kind of a cardinal fire. Sometimes it's difficult to distinguish two different things because they are very similar. Fire sign is action, fire sign is do the things, and the cardinal is starting, kick off, initiated. So they are very good, like we say, they are very good in starting the things, or even without thinking or consulting anyone else. They will just boom, like this. I think this is the kind of a very, very fiery and so-called cardinal is like I'm starting it. I'm just starting by doing it. So the Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So how we put the combination together?
Well, I would say that it's starting things in about the field of emotions, in the field of home, right, and nurturing, emotional nurturing. So they're probably emotionally proactive. Probably they're, water is also about imagination and intuition. So probably they're very active in the field of intuition and imagination. And also they might be somewhat, sometimes it's hard to read Cancer as a cardinal sign because it's more of a conservative sign, right? But I think it has to do with this idea of promoting life, promoting emotional contact. And in order to do that, they feel this need to create some boundaries, to close, to create like a nest. But it's this idea of the beginning of life. If you think of the nest and the eggs and the pigeons, it's the beginning of life, and that's what they are promoting to start. I mean, I think it might be important to say this, that we have 4 elements, right? And we have 3 modalities. So if you multiply 3 by 4, you get 12 signs. So each sign is a combination. It's a unique combination of modality and element. And that's why we can play with this when we're trying to come up with the meaning of the signs, right?
Exactly. Like for example, we talk about fire sign, and there's a 3 sign in there. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they are all in different mode. Aries is cardinal, and Leo is in fixed, and Sagittarius is in the mutable. So they act different ways. They all focus on those fiery energy, and they all focus on passion and the life and the growth. But how they act it out, how they carry it out, is depend on their modality. So I think let me tidy up a little bit about the keyword of cardinal sign. So maybe our audience would be much easier to understand. So they are, like we say, they are more pioneer, and they focus on the a more action-oriented initiative. For example, a very easy way to say is they have ability to start things, and or we say they are very goal-oriented, self-motivated, and the tense for them is like right here, right now. So Alejo, you want to add anything in?
No, I think it's great. I think it's great, actually. Yes.
Okay, so another exercise I think we can do is we start to practice it. Also, we don't know many. We haven't talked about the planet yet, but I think we can start to add a very simple sentence into our practice. Like, for example, maybe we can talk about if you have planet in cardinal sign, how are we going to interpret it? And we already mentioned a lot about sun, moon, ascendant. How about we just beginning with just one tiny thing of Mercury? And we talk about Mercury in cardinal sign.
Okay, good. So Mercury is about how we think and how we talk, right? One of the things about Mercury in cardinal signs is going to be about initiating a dialogue, initiating a conversation, initiating like speaking up. You know, and then of course it depends on the element. How is this going to be done? If it's in Aries, you were saying it's going to be probably very assertive, very direct, without second thoughts, right?
Yeah.
If it's in Cancer, it's going to be more reflective. It's going to be about their emotions, or also maybe more compassionate, like feeling what others might be feeling, according to what I'm going to say. You know?
Yeah. They I think in one way they are kind of like you say reflective. But because this cardinal sign is making them feel the feeling is so important, or somehow is overwhelming important. So they have to express their feeling. They may not say something else. They may be maybe very reserved about their opinion or something. But when it comes to feeling or family, I believe they have something to say, and they will not avoid it. So like, I think for the Libra, they were talking about the relationship, or they will initiate the relationship, starting to push it. And then so when Mercury in Capricorn, that will be interesting. What they think is how I start my career and the business. So their mindset and the focus on this. So this is how we practice the astrology with like combination planet and sign, and the combination sign with element and the mode. So this is our first episode. We're talking about the modality and the quality. We talk about cardinal sign. They are Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra. Well, thank you for listening to 10 Minutes Astrology. And this week we learned a little bit more about the cardinal sign. We really hope you enjoy this episode. Please like and subscribe here. And so if you have any question or feedback, please send us the message to the AOA UK on Telegram, or email us at aoa.inquiry@gmail.com. Also, we invite you to join us on Facebook group. So we have our 10 Minutes Astrology group there, so we can learn astrology together. On the Instagram, you can find Alejo on the Liminal Cosmos, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Liminal Cosmos, and you can find me on the AOA UKROD. So, well, don't forget on the 18th of March, we have our Astro Night Live, and we're going to practice the balance of the sign, balance of our chart by an element together. And so, well, stay in tune. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.